Last week, a clip went viral of live streamer Hasan pulling out a gun live on air in response to a chatter after the chatter told Hasan that he wants Hasan to be hung and that he will be getting beaten up soon. This then resulted in Hasan pulling up a YouTube channel with the same username as the Twitch account, that being Apex Crypto, and at first he pulled up the wrong guy and laughed at him and made fun of him, with the second attempt him finding the correct account. This of course caused an uproar online with people debating about whether this was justified or not, with some saying that regardless of the context of the YouTuber coming into Hasan's chat and starting with violent messages, that Hasan has a platform and he is supposed to be more responsible, with others arguing that this is just a FAFO situation. And MoistCritikal did the same thing to Sneako a few years back in response to Sneako starting things first. Welcome to the internet versus Hasan's gun. It starts when Dan Can Tweet posts this clip with a caption, "Hasan doxes a user while threatening them with a firearm. This happened on his last stream. No ban. I think I understand why in the last 24 hours, some smaller Twitch streamers are starting to also publicly follow his actions now."
It's time to crusade Iran and Gaza. Mamdani communists. Let's go to war against the left.
In our sincerity and actually delivering for the very working people who've been left behind by our politics, compared with what President Trump has been able to do. You know, over the same period of time that I've been running, has been tell him, the last person who couldn't get my name right, we defeated them, and that's what it's going to look like again.
Okay, fair enough. As you may.
Oh, you found his account?
Today, I will show you 3 ways you can use your smart.
Wait, this is the guy?
First thing we want to do is download the U2 VPN app, which we can do through the first link in the description.
Fuck are you gonna do, bro? Write a petition? Let's do a crusade, he says. Let's do a fucking crusade, he says. Let's hang Hasan and Mamdani for treason, he says. The fuck are you gonna do? Go on a fishing expedition? Try to fucking put malware in my phone? Is that what you're gonna do? You skinny bitch. Ugly ass. That's not him, it's this.
Hey yo, that ass G, my bad pimp. That's just what happened when you a motherfucking real ass boss.
Does he even show his face in it?
Ping for US servers is kind of high, or there is.
Oh no, it's even worse. It's even worse. Fucking dude who is advocating to this fucking dude who's advocating to hang me for treason is mad at me, okay? Is mad at me and doesn't realize that he already got sight-wided. Oh, yeah, they already got fucking clapped, hanged.
Nuxtaku replies, "Hasan is a fucking insane person, holy shit." Alt Keck replies, "At Twitch support, with Hasan waving around a gun, I feel legitimately scared he is pushing his followers to commit mass shooting events. At Amazon help, please do something before someone gets hurt. Hasan is going to cause a mass shooting." Bored Ann Gets Paid says, "Convenient how you fast forwarded over the part where the chatter is literally threatening to beat him up and hang him. He wasn't threatening him. He was responding to the chatter's literal death threats," and attaches a screenshot of the DMs from Apex Crypto to Hasan, where Apex says, "It's time to crusade Iran and Gaza. Mamdani communist. Let's go to war against the left. Hasan Piker getting beat up soon. Mamdani is such an idiot. We will fight the left before they elect a communist. Every infidel shall be hung for treason. Hang Mamdani for treason. Hang Hasan for treason." Captain Crunch quote tweets Dan with this picture in the caption, "Nice airsoft gun, you fucking poser." Circling the gun here, showing the tip of it. Gagatoya replies, "No orange markings?" And Captain Crunch says, "A former Cali resident, the orange markings are only required when transported and sold as is, but once you have it, it's not required to keep on." And Barack says, "Depending on the state, you'd be right. This is not the case for California. Removing the orange tip is illegal in the state." Tectone quote tweets Dan and says, "Hasan threatens viewers' life, doxes them, and pulls a gun out. No ban. I call fat woman fat, 2 weeks. Are we starting to understand the issue now?" And Chibi Reviews replies, "They'll give him a 24-hour ban and be like, see, we did something." AJ quote tweets Dan and says, "Showing someone's own video that they upload to YouTube by themselves is not doxing." Jay Viper quote tweets the clip and says, "This is an instant ban ban on Twitch, by the way. At least it's supposed to be. XQC reacts to the clip when Yeet tweets it out with a caption. XQC tells Dan Saltzman to hold the nothing burgers and give him something good.
Yeah, I think the chat, guys, this Dan guy, I'm gonna say how it is. I think he's been doing a lot of nothing burgers. Buddy, stay off the nothing burgers. Otherwise, people will no longer consume your burgers. Okay, just deliver good burgers that people will no longer consume. Be careful, man. Like, stop posting nothing burgers. It's a nothing burger.
Europe Authority replies, L-take. Trying to hold Hasan and his band of retards accountable for their actions isn't really a nothing burger. Hasan also replies to some of the backlash with this clip that Yeet also tweeted out with a caption. Hasan responds to chatter asking him about his crash out with a gun. Compares it to MoistCritikal doing the same thing.
Is waving a gun around on Twitch considered a crime or breaking terms of service? This is not a real gun. Pussy. And not only that, but also, I like that this is the new meta. People are like, dude, I can't believe you were waving a gun around. Good luck, dude. Guy comes in here, says, I'm going to assassinate you. I say, good luck, and do this. And now the soy right is fucking crying about it. Okay, good luck. What am I supposed to do if I'm the endless recipient of death threats? I can't even have a little bit of fun with it? Every single person that masturbated when MoistCritikal did the exact same thing, okay, is now going, this guy needs to be banned immediately. Post haste, please. You should keep it in frame. I do. Here you go.
Gosu Prime replies, not real. So who is the actual pussy here, Hasan? It's the guy trying to act hard with a fake gun, because you're a small-head bitch, isn't it? Big E replies, Jesus. No one is truly bent about the gun. Everyone is questioning why he still breaks TOS, and is able to get the viewer who is also breaking TOS banned off Twitch immediately while he is still live. Fucking retard. Jacob replies to the clip by saying, lol, MoistCritikal did not read the viewer's comments, proceed to dox him and a wrong person, and then act like he's tough. Hasan is a little bitch. Emerald Apple replies, doesn't matter if it's not a real gun. Let's say you try to rob a store with a toy gun that looks real, then you still get charged with armed robbery. And Well Lighthouse replies, but what he said is that he'd defend himself if the guy tried to hang him. Did you see the whole clip or just the Dan Saltzman clip chimp? Nicholas Duro tweets out this know the work rules meme, showing Critikal holding the gun and the woman saying, aw, you're sweet. Then Hasan holding the gun and hello, human resources? And Howie replies, the difference is that Charlie was responding to being threatened. Hasan is just being a clown. And Nick says, Hasan was being threatened. This just tells me the deceptive edit of the clip you saw swerved past that. And Howie says, yeah, all I saw was Hasan waving his gun around obnoxiously. And Nick says, the guy said people were gonna run up on him and calling for Hasan to be hung. And Cody Hall replies, people who openly support terrorists should be hung. And Diori replies, you're completely lost. Queen in Yellow tweets out this clip with the caption, Asmongold admits he's too dim-witted to comprehend implication.
So yeah, Hasan's response to the gun drama brings up the Charlie gun. Yeah, I mean, I saw a little bit about that. I don't know exactly. I mean, it's not, the difference is that Charlie brought up a gun and he was explaining the pieces of a gun. He wasn't using it as a threat. Hasan was using it obviously as a threat. It's a totally different context.
The day after I posted my response, he went on stream and had a huge unhinged tantrum and meltdown about the whole thing, and then he sent some of his viewers over. So I was joking with them, saying like, oh, you guys must have just stopped the cuties watch party over there at Sneako's stream, right? Welcome, cucks, that kind of shit. And it got really under his skin in a big way, so he started dancing around with a gun and threatening to come shoot me. So he kept saying, oh, you're in Tampa, right? I'll come see you, waving his gun around and dancing.
You wanna watch my clips? Watch my clips. Watch my clips. You want me to watch your clips? Watch my clips. These are the only clips I'm watching, you were?
Now the reason he keeps saying watch my clips while threatening me here is because during the stream I couldn't watch him live because he just kept shouting slurs. So I said watch my clips to see what I was saying about you. I had to communicate via Twitch clips. And I'm sorry to be that guy, this is like the grammar police of guns, but he's a fucking imbecile, you absolute buffoon. What you have there is not clips. These are mags. They're mags, not clips, you absolute fucking dummy. The same way that this is also a mag. They're all mags. Stop saying clips. You look fucking stupid here.
Tim tweets out this photo with a caption, "They're using the classic skin tone card," showing this meme of Critikal to Hasan saying that it's okay because Critikal is white, and then down to not okay for not white showing Hasan. And Cactus quotes the post by saying, "Hasan is white." Anchovy Enthusiast replies, "Turks are not white." And Blah says, "Turks can be white like Latinos can also be white." Ethan Klein then responds to all this on his Instagram story when he posts this caption saying, "This from the same people that drone on and on that I doxed public-facing Instagram accounts for clicking their profile. Now is the time to show the same energy, y'all. Elsewise, the hypocrisy will be overwhelming. Not to mention how absolutely insane it is to do this while brandishing a weapon, and apparently it's not even the correct person. Do you see now how nothing matters to these people? Hasan, you spent the last year calling me a doxer for doing the same exact thing, except you targeted the wrong person while holding a gun that at least looks real. I'm not offended by what you did. I just find the brazen hypocrisy funny. You and your underlings have zero consistent morals. You change it day to day to suit your needs and the audience plays along, reveling in the obvious double standard. Separately, I've never seen such unequal enforcement of the rules as on Twitch. It's approaching criminal negligence. When Twitch inevitably implodes, I hope Dan Clancy ends up in jail or blacklisted from ever working in tech again. He is sacrificing the entire platform to protect one person. It's absolutely sick." And he tweets out another clip of Hasan with the caption, "Hasan reacts to chatter calling him out for threatening YouTuber with a gun. Shows it off again."
I just got a little worried.
Someone just said, "Why did you threaten a YouTuber with a gun?" Dog, that YouTuber literally said, "I should be hanged." And I said,
"What?
Good luck."
When did this happen?
And I just showed this. I said, "Good luck with that." Why did you threaten a YouTuber with a gun? That YouTuber literally said, "Me and Zoran Mamdani should be hanged."
Who was this guy?
Some random fucking crypto dickhead. And then they got subsequently banned immediately too.
That's a toy gun.
Yeah, it's also not a real gun.
Right.
Don't worry.
Then the other Apex crypto that is involved in this whole situation, not the one that actually typed the messages, but the first one that Hasan pulled up, replies to Dan's original clip that we looked at earlier and said, "Damn, that's me. I definitely did not comment any of the messages he read, but thanks for calling me an ugly, skinny bitch, I guess." Night Phoenix Press replies, "Did he even apologize? I think I know the answer, but did he?" And Apex Crypto says, "Nope." Hazed Parallax replies, "Luckily he didn't say someone was fat, could have gotten banned. Fucking Twitch's head ain't on straight." And Apex says, "He called me skinny though. That's still body shaming, no?" And Heat Shaw replies, "I guess calling someone a skinny bitch is fine, but calling someone who does corn a whore or calling someone fat is off limits for Twitch." And Apex replies, "Right? Words can hurt." And Leroy Jenkins replies to him by saying, "Bro, file someone at Twitch and make it go public. You got doxxed and called out. Make it public so Twitch feels pressure. You become famous and get more views. It's a win-win situation. Make some clout and cash." Ethan Klein also posts this on his Instagram story with a caption, "The person Hasan pulled his handgun on and doxed. If he doesn't apologize, he has no soul." Chloe Kardashian replies, "Hasan will not apologize because he did nothing wrong. But if it sounds like he's apologizing, it's only because you MAGA losers want him to apologize, and you're hearing an apology that's not there. Chat will back him up, as will Twitch's CEO." Pristine Torres 916 also posts a tweet on the H3H3 Productions subreddit and captions it, "Innocent person Hasan pulled a gun on, threatened, body shamed, and harassed responded." And Cute Insect replies, "If Ethan had done this, it's the only thing we'd hear about for the next year. Let's see how many of these sycophants actually care." And OP replies, "Notice the same people who attribute malice to watermelons don't feel that way about a gun." Neo Damascus says, "If Ethan had pulled a fake gun out on live, he'd be swatted in 3 seconds and there would be a $20,000 upvoted faux moi post about it." And Financial Ad replies, "What do you mean? Kids eating watermelon is 500 times worse than this, obviously." Kinjibo replies, "Remember when Olivia said Amaranth's husband's name and people attacked the wrong person and she's been getting shit for it for 3 years? Even after she apologized for it multiple times and the guy said it's okay and he received a lot of compliments and support after? Hasan doxed and threatened the wrong guy with a gun. His fan base does not give a shit. And somehow you're in the wrong if you give a shit. He already whined on stream about people calling him out about it. This dude is probably going to be called a genocide supporter just for coming out and saying it wasn't cool what Hasan did to him. Hasan is a fucking freak. Professional Sir posts on the R. Hasan Piker subreddit that tweet we read earlier by AltKek with the title, "They really upped the schizophrenia this time," where AltKek is adding Twitch support and Amazon help for support, and your favorite mortician replies, "Republicans have the biggest hard-on for guns ever, until the left have them, I guess?" And Techno City replies, "Republicans penned and signed California's strictest gun laws because people with the wrong skin color exercise their Second Amendment rights exactly as intended." Shiv's Buttbot replies, "The people who hate Hasan watch more of his streams than me. I have no clue what they're talking about." And Shaquille O'Neal says, "He had an airsoft gun that looks like a handgun out on his desk. Chat kept asking about it. He pulled the magazine out to show it was just airsoft. He made a point that even if the gun were real, he's allowed to have a gun to protect himself. He then said that no one had issues when Charlie pulled out a gun on stream." Lit Litton replies, "What the fuck? I sincerely doubt he's the first or 1,000th person to show a BB gun on Twitch. The bad faith is really ramping up." And Pantsless Modesty replies, "Hasan has gone to an actual gun range with actual guns multiple times. This is baby shit." Shout out to our tier 3 members, internet representatives Kiko, Southside, and Coldest Bandito. Thank you guys so much for the support. Sorry for the lack of uploads the last couple of days. I was moving across the country. I'm in a new setup, so I'm hoping to do some work for this background. That might be coming soon, we'll see. But I'm moved, so we're back to the regularly scheduled program. I'll see you guys in the next episode.